All right, ready to dive into something special.
Always. What are we looking at today?
This time we're taking you to Vienna. But not just any Vienna, it's Vienna during their long night of museums.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't that where all the museums stay open super late?
Exactly. Imagine over 120 museums just in Vienna and over 660 across all of Austria, all opening their doors late into the night, buzzing with this incredible energy.
Wow, the whole city becomes a celebration of art and history. Sounds amazing.
It really does. And that's exactly what we're going to explore, the design, the fashion, the crafts that make Vienna so unique. We're using the Long-Air Museum program as our guide.
Love it. Where do we start?
First up, the MA Vienna's Museum of Applied Arts.
Okay, I know the EMIC. What's going on there?
They've got this fascinating exhibition called AUT Now, which showcases 100 objects designed and made in Austria since the year 2000.
Oh, cool. So it's like a snapshot of how Austrian design has changed, like, recently.
Yeah, and more than that, it digs into how Austrian designers are looking at the challenges we face today, things like sustainability, new materials, how we use everyday objects.
Interesting. I'm all about how design can tackle big issues like that.
Me too. And they've got some really interesting examples in the exhibit. Like, one piece that caught my eye was this sleek, modern bong, but it's made by Grumunder Ceramic.
Wait, Grumunder Ceramic, as in the company that's been around since the 15th century.
The one and only. It's amazing how they combine that heritage with a completely modern design.
That blend of tradition and innovation, it's something else. You can really see that in Austrian design.
You see it everywhere. Another great example is this playful serving plate they have on display, specifically for Wiener Frankfurter, those delicious Viennese sausages.
Okay, that's just fun. Who designed that one?
A design duo called Kim plus Heap. And the exhibit categorizes it under this concept of design parlance.
Speaking design. That's very Austrian, where the design itself tells you how to use the object. Function meets a little bit of wit.
Right. It's not just about aesthetics, it's a whole philosophy.
Yeah.
And you see that throughout the AUT Now exhibit, especially when it comes to their focus on sustainability.
Sustainability, always a hot topic. How are they approaching that?
They have whole sections dedicated to it. Like, one category is called circular, highlighting products designed to minimize waste. Another is material opportunities, focusing on eco-friendly materials.
It's great to see them really putting a spotlight on that. Makes you wonder, what kind of innovative materials are we talking about here? They had this one chair, stunning, really made entirely from recycled plastic waste.
Wow, so it's not just about using recycled stuff, it's about making it beautiful too.
Exactly. This chair, it was almost like a sculpture. Sustainable design doesn't have to be boring.
It's like they're saying, we can have it all. Speaking of pushing boundaries, ready for something completely different.
Hit me with it.
Let's head over to the Kunsthalle Wien. They've got this artist, Alexandra Domanovich, having a solo exhibition.
Oh yeah, I've heard of her. Her work is super interesting. Robotics, media art, all that. What's she showing?
It's all about challenging how we see things.
Yeah.
Gender, identity, even the human form. Like, there's this one piece, a robotic hand.
Oh, right. It's based on an actual prosthetic hand, designed ages ago by that Serbian scientist, what was his name? Ratko Tomovic.
That's the one. And she uses it to ask these really interesting questions about what makes us human, especially as technology keeps evolving.
It really makes you think about where we're headed, what the future holds, and the image they chose for the exhibition. So powerful.
The robotic hand holding the yin-yang medallion.
That's it. You've got this symbol of balance with this incredibly advanced technology. Really gets at the heart of what she's doing.
It's like technology can be good or bad. It all depends on how we use it. And speaking of using our hands, let's talk about the Bassano Sol experience.
Ah, yes. It's at the Kunsthistorisches Museum. Instead of just looking at exhibits, you get to see how it's all done.
So we're talking like live demonstrations, actual artisans working right there in front of you.
Exactly. It's incredible. You can watch handcrafted jewelry being made, glass blowing, even wig making.
No way. Wig making, that's a whole art form in itself. Okay, I need details. Who should I be most excited to see?
Well, there's this perfumer, Yogesh Parfums. He creates custom scents, and he actually designed one inspired by Vienna.
Wow, a Vienna perfume. What does that even smell like?
He uses jasmine, ylang ylang, vanilla. It's a whole mix meant to represent different parts of the city, like the history, but also the modern energy.
That's so cool how a scent can capture all that. What else is catching your eye?
They have this incredible jewelry designer, Jie Zhang. She uses traditional Chinese embroidery techniques in her pieces.
Chinese embroidery on jewelry.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I can't even imagine the detail involved in that.
It's really something else.
Mhm.
And it shows how global Vienna's art scene is, Art connects us all.
So we've journeyed from sleek, modern design at the MAG to the thought-provoking robotic art at Kunsthalle Wien, and even witnessed the meticulous skill of artisans at the Bassano Sol.
It's amazing, isn't it, to see how these different forms of creativity all come together to tell the story of Vienna.
It really is. And it makes you realize that Vienna isn't just stuck in the past with its palaces and waltzes. It's this vibrant, forward-thinking city, too.
Exactly. They're proud of their heritage, but they're not afraid to experiment, to try new things, to push those boundaries. And that's what makes the Long Night of Museums so special.
It's like stepping into this world where anything is possible. You can see the past, present, and future all intertwined.
And it makes you want to explore more, to discover those hidden gems, those unique stories that each object and artwork holds.
Absolutely. It's about more than just looking. It's about experiencing, connecting, feeling inspired. So as we wrap up our own little Long Night of Museums adventure here, I have one last question for you.
Shoot.
If you could step into one of these exhibitions right now, which one would it be? What speaks to you the most?
Oh, that's a tough one. So many amazing choices. But I think, for me, it would have to be the Bassano Sol.
Oh, interesting. Why there?
I love that feeling of being surrounded by creativity and action, Seeing those artisans at work, their passion, the skill involved, it just really resonates with me. It's a reminder that creativity is a living, breathing thing, and it's happening all around us.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we'll leave you to explore those creative sparks for yourselves.
Until next time.
Cheers to that.